Hello and welcome to session 19, as yet unnamed. And it's again one that is fraught with issues and difficulties for the party as they try to continue to navigate the ever oppressive Erran Tower that is beginning to unravel in front of them as the earthquakes and the tremors get worse, and they realise there is clearly something of foul play going on at this point. So enjoy.
I was looking through the ancestry feats for lizard folk, and I love the uniqueness that you get by some of these pairings of which thing you go for.
Yep.
It's nice with 2E to go for something outside of humans so easily.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some really good ones.
It's the
John, did you pick up White Dwarf in the end?
I haven't been anywhere to get White Dwarf. Sorry, there isn't anywhere on my doorstep.
Get White Dwarf.
I know. I've already got Dawn of War. I already own that. And
You need Vermintide.
Yeah, it's all about the Vermintide at the moment.
Yeah.
Hacking and slashing.
We've got a little team going.
Oh, good. I'm currently addicted to Valheim at the moment.
Nice.
I can't go a day without playing Valheim.
Is the computer game?
Yeah, Valheim's a Viking open world sandbox game, a bit like Minecraft.
Okay.
Slightly better a lot better graphics actually.
I bought and downloaded from Steam 2 days ago the game for the king.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a bit of an indie game, role-playing game, and you can play alone or you can play with friends and form a party with classes, and you have to like beat the game.
Oh, for the king! I
It's
think I might have that.
sensitive. It's only €10 on Steam, so
That's pretty good.
it's really awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Oh, cool.
I'm just going to look it up now.
Yeah, if you buy White Dwarf magazine at the moment, they're doing 12 free games with the magazine. So
bear in mind, some of them are terrible and should never have been purchased in the first place.
Yes.
But we've
Total
got
War's
Vermintide 2,
yeah.
which we've been playing, which is good.
Yeah.
So
Total War is good as well. Actually, yeah.
Welcome to
But
Advert Finder.
For £6, you can't really go wrong, can you?
Yeah. I looked at starting a subscription, but I couldn't get there in time to get that particular White Dwarf. So I'm starting a subscription for next month.
Nice.
But I need to try and pick it up. I reckon I'll go to Sainsbury's on my way home tomorrow and try and pick it up. Yeah. They're the sort of highbrow supermarket that would have it, right?
Yeah. Yes, they would. Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine in Sainsbury's and James's because they were the last two. People have been. I went into W.H. Smith's and people had stolen them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for the games codes, people had actually walked out with. They said they had 6 copies in, and they should be on the shelves, but someone's obviously pinched them.
Yeah.
If I can get hold of it, I will. I nearly bought Vermintide for PlayStation as part of my PlayStation group, but of course we couldn't get our acts together, and we never ended up playing it.
Okay, your axe together.
Hey. Okay. So now that we've finished advertising everything other than Pathfinder, we finished last session having nearly lost Bruce to his unrequited love for a succubus.
We nearly lost the rest of the party to Bruce's. I think everyone else was lucky to get away from Bruce. He would have tried risky surgery on all of you.
Bruce's inability to actually hit anything sort of saved the day.
Didn't I have like 10? Didn't I have like 10 different effects on me?
Yes, you managed to critically fail quite a few times. Luckily, none of them were, unlike poor Zonk, none of them were sort of more permanent. However, obviously we had Zonk managed to nearly one-shot the Blood Wolf. I think it was like between 2 and 4 hit points off the critical. It was insane.
And what's that? Is that all like roguelike stealth? Is that how you... Yeah, all of the extra
precision
stealthy...
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Silly. And I think you got a triple crit card, didn't you?
Yes.
So that helped.
Certainly, Zeke, thinking about the third attack for you, with all of those misses and critical fails, thinking about, is it worth that third attack, especially if your chance of hitting goes down so much, you're likely to fail by more than 10. Considering like how close to take it to that.
Yeah, it comes down to when you start then looking at that third attack then becomes much more relevant when you're fighting like a horde of enemies, because the likelihood is their AC is going to start getting lower compared to your bonus, because eventually, even though you get a -10, your bonus will be like at next level for some of you, your bonus is like +11. So even on your third hit, you still at least get a +1. So there is that sort of going forward, and even some of you go way higher than just plus that. I mean, some people have got +4 on their third attack, so it's quite interesting to hear the hit point jump people are going to have at the next level, where everyone put a point into Constitution, so it's quite a severe jump of nearly 20 hit points on some. So you, at the end of last session, after defeating the succubus, coming round the corner and facing off against a few more of the troglodyte Zulguth minions, you've sort of begun to edge your way round. You sort of saw an area that seems to lead upwards, in which there was a gong, potentially some kind of alarm, to sort of alert others. Luckily, you managed to sort of kill off the Zulguths before any of them managed to have the forethought to run away. They barely lasted more than a second. There are some more of the stones you've noticed, like there were in the lower level, that blocked the passage of the gelatinous cubes. You haven't seen any of those yet, but there is still a few more areas of this level left. What would you like to do next?
Right then. Well, I'm still. I thought I might be quite beat up after that. Is anybody else? Do we need to sort this out? I think.
You spent some time at the end, I think, just settling down, healing
yeah,
up.
Yeah. We didn't sleep for the night because it's morning, isn't it?
Yes, it's still early in the day.
It's still first light, isn't it?
It's 9:30.
Yeah. Okay, because I had my hit points down. I noted they were down at 21, but they're now at full because I switched to level 5 to send over my character sheet. So I definitely have about 30 points of hit point drain. I'm confident I have.
That's fine. If you want to spend some time sort of healing each other up.
Yeah, I think that was something that we mentioned. I can't remember if we actually did it.
Yes, let's do that.
Right. I will start us off then with let's do some. The Pathfinder app. I found a new use for the Pathfinder app. It is so good. So if I go to skills, and then rather than just look at that skills list, if I click on medicine, it actually gives me the skill actions and all of the other things I can do. I never knew that. I could have genuinely gone 10 character levels and never found that. And we're 6 months in at least?
Yep.
So what do we got?
Yeah, I don't have any idea how many hit points I've got because the app changed it to max.
We're gonna hand wave that within sort of 20-30 minutes. You've managed to sort of sit there and heal each other up, and sort of we're just gonna hand wave that as happening rather than sitting here and just rolling through sort of things.
Yeah, it is a bit dull doing all our medicine checks, and we would have eventually got there somehow, wouldn't we?
Even if you sat there for 2 hours. However, that might mean that things have progressed in the tower somewhat. And John, can you roll me a D8, please?
Right, here we are. So, is it that bloody earthquake in the tower again? Let's see. I think I can feel something beneath my feet. Natural 8. Big on the 8s.
So, much worse than before, you begin to feel the entire tower shake. Clearly, whatever is occurring is progressing and getting worse. So, can you all make a reflex save, please? Can you hold on the value? Because I've got to roll a lot of reflex saves. Thanks, John.
Awesome, love it. So reflex save. Do I find that in defense? Yeah, got it here. Right, reflex save. What do we got? So, oopsie. Wow, nat 20. That puts me 32 reflex. What chances of that?
Nice. I've got a 21.
I got a 2 on the dice, so that means I've got 12. No, 13.
13.
Starting the night strong.
Da, 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 da. So yeah, sorry, I'm having to go around the whole. Just so you know why I'm suddenly not doing very much. I'm having to go around the whole tower.
16 plus 8 is 22. Sorry, I keep getting notifications popping up telling me that stuff needs to be done.
That's okay. Can we just double check that math there? Can you just? Did I just hear you 16 plus 8 to give you 22? Just check it. Just check it.
Yeah,
just
24.
Checking.
Sorry, 24.
Thank you. Well done. Very good. Thanks. Sorry, Nick. I shouldn't have done that. I've been at work all day. I shouldn't.
No,
have,
you go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, I don't want to take my work.
I don't learn now. When will I
I don't want to take my work home with me. You know, I do not like working from home anymore.
Okay.
Actually,
So, who got below a 20?
I did.
Cool. So if you got below a 20, unfortunately, you have failed. Did anyone get a 30 or above?
Yeah, I got 32.
So you were sort of somehow eerily ready for this, and you managed to sort of avoid any damage from this as sort of parts of the building begin to shake above you. Parts of the rubble that clearly have begun to crack from the earlier earthquakes have fallen down. You've just danced around it all and missed any of it and take no damage. Both Zonk and Andrus sort of deflects some off with his shield and sort of smashes a few of the smaller bits. A few bits get through and you take half damage. Zonk mostly just hides underneath Andrus and just gets hit by a few of the smaller bits, also managing to avoid most of the damage. Unfortunately, Takeo is more interested in trying to put together another bomb and just takes a large boulder square in the back of the head. So Takeo takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Both Zonk and Andrus take 6.
6. Damn it.
That's right. The creatures also are feeling a little bit unnerved by that around the building. Okay, so after that is sort of after a short while it subsides and the rubble stops falling and you sort of feel you can stop cowering in place where you are, except for Bruce, who sort of feels like he could just keep going without any worry about rubble. He's seen the Indiana Jones movie and is happy to keep going. What would you like to do next?
Right, I think it's time to climb this tower. See if there's anything else along this on this level, or even a stairs going further up. What do you think?
I would like to clear the level so that nothing creeps up on us behind our backs. Actually,
that's an excellent idea. So around this corner, I can see around this corner. There's a turning. Do you want to go first? Should we go stealthy, you and I?
Yeah, let's go.
Right. So for stealth, I'll stealth around the corner.
Just so you're aware, aside from Zonk, around that corner, as soon as you get to sort of, in fact, where that black circle is appearing, it's plunged into black darkness again. The firelight is only just about bringing light just around the corner.
Okay, I think that's fine for me because I've got Duskwalker, so I've got low light vision.
Yep.
Or
it is complete darkness.
Complete darkness.
So
okay.
Unfortunately, low light vision won't help you beyond. So that's what. Yeah. So you can see a little bit further up to where the blue line is anyone without low light vision. So you can just about make out the fact there's a turning to the left.
Okay. So all right. So it's still valid what I've said so far, but nothing more than being able to go around there. Right. Shall I get us a torch then? Shall I make us something from the campfire to carry around? We've got to get some light down this corridor. I'll do it. I'll make a torch. I'll make a makeshift torch. I'm doing it. I'll make a makeshift torch.
Oh, wait. I've got something for this.
Do you?
Hang on.
All right, okay.
Yep. Hang on. I've got something for this. Let me see if I can find. I can cast light, so I draw my shield and I cast light on my shield. It's a cantrip, isn't it? Yep. And then I turn to the group. Would anyone else like to have an illuminated weapon?
No, not this bow. Actually, I'll keep the range on this bow if it's all the same.
Of course.
I think you can
only
have one
sustain
light
one,
spell
yeah.
active at a time.
Right. Oh, it's sustained. Okay. Then I'll sort of shuffle forward and take point, so that and sort of keep my shield out so you can sort of see in front.
Nice.
As it were.
Okay. I'll ready. I've got my bow ready. So I'll knock a few arrows. Get ready that.
So with Andrus stepping around the corner with his very handy, well-lit shield, you can see that then it does carry on further around the corner, and there is... can you do me a straight line of 60 just in the direction you were going to save me having to do it? Oh, I've got it bang on. There we go. So yeah, you can see that far. And sort of you can't see much further around the corner just purely on the basis that you can't see around that corner.
Okay, I will. I'll step to here.
Yeah,
and that's what I'll do. I'll step to here so that I shine further down. But I don't want to like upset anything that could be up here.
You don't want to upset things. That's fair.
Can I just prepare a bomb quickly for just in case?
I mean, you can do it straight away as part of quick alchemy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, thematically, yeah, you can have your hand ready to whip a bomb out, but yeah, you don't have to have one in hand for it to be ready. So yeah, as Andrus sort of walks down into the darkness, a couple of things take interest in this new magic light that appears out of nowhere, and once I am on the right thing, there we go, they step around the corner just to investigate what is there. And you can see in front of you, very similarly to the other creatures that you have before, so far you can see two individuals, and they are very similar in nature to the other ones, except for the fact that their skin seems to ooze. It seems to ooze this horrible slimy liquid. You don't know if it has any impact or effect, but it doesn't look particularly pleasant. Anything you're wishing to do? Is they're sort of observing, looking at you?
Yeah, can I do a knowledge check on what I can see here, what these things are?
Yes, can I have a society check, please?
Yeah. So society. Oh, my society is terrible. That's an intelligence check.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I 4. Yeah. 4.
You only wouldn't recognise these as Zulgaths based on the fact that you've seen other ones. Otherwise, you know absolutely nothing. They begin to make their way towards you. Sorry,
Can I check if they're undead? Can I check if they're undead?
Yep, you can look at them and they look alive.
Okay.
They don't look dead. A third one then steps out and continues to walk towards you.
Okay, I'm going to cast Weapon Surge on myself. So I'm like, for the God Claw! And I bash my hammer against my shield. Like, dung, dung. I'm ready to fight.
And at that point, they are going to begin to attack as you see one of them retch backwards, ready to do something. And can we roll initiative, please? Which will all be perception.
Shit.
Unless you want to go for an intimidation, Andrus. As you're attempting just sort of shield bash.
31 initiative.
Nice.
Actually, I don't mind doing a call to arms as they come charging to +2 to everyone's initiative, if you'll accept that.
Yeah.
Nice. That's intimidate or.
So each ally in the area gains +2 status bonus to their initiative roll.
Oh yeah.
They gain temporary hit points equal to the spell's level as well.
So Bruce
it's got 2 by it, so I imagine it's 2. So you get 2 hit points. And
2 temporary hit
points.
2's better than nothing.
So add 2 to your initiative, guys.
So I've added that in for Bruce.
Cool. 18 plus 6.
28 in total.
28 for Takeo.
26 for me.
Jesus Christ.
26.
So I believe Zong will beat Andrus there. Just purely I know his bonus is higher. Okay, so can these guys beat that? No. With a 9.
Brilliant.
Cool. So Bruce, you've just seen these 3 creatures walk forward. Andrus has inspired you with some bizarre form of shield bashing courage. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so I would like to designate the closest one of them.
Yep.
So this one to be my hunted prey.
Cool.
So my hunted prey takes... Is it 2 actions? It looks like designate... Is the block within an L block, is that 1 action or 2? That's
2.
1.
If it's 2.
Block a small square and then another big block.
Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah, that's 2. So I designate that as my hunted prey, and I get.
Oh no, the hunt prey is 1 action. Sorry.
I thought,
the way you were described. So I thought if it was 2 bits, but yeah, a smaller one with a bigger one is 1 action.
Yeah. So I can have only 1 there, and I gain +2 when I seek my prey. So right, so this gives me increases my bonus to offense, right? So
no, I think again hunt prey.
No, it's just tracking, isn't it?
Yeah, I think hunt prey is slightly different to what you think it does.
Yeah, that's right. It's to perception checks when I seek my prey, or a bonus to survival checks. So it's all about tracking it.
Yeah, so really useful if you're chasing something.
Yeah. Okay. So instead, then, yeah. So I can I designate that my hunted prey, and then hunters aim to make a particularly good range strike against it?
Yes.
So that takes up 2 actions. So together, that's all 3 of mine to gain 1 range strike against it with an extra +2. So this is +13. Let's see what this roll turns out as. Oh, that is 28.
Yeah. We're off to a cracking start.
Okay, is that just a hit then?
Oh, no. No.
Nice.
So triple damage.
Piercing.
Here we go.
Headshot.
And then it's got to do a fortitude save or die.
Okay. So
fortitude save is difficulty class of the to hit roll, I think.
Yes, it is. So I don't think he can make that.
Oh, really? DC 28 fortitude save.
Okay.
Headshot. So triple damage. That's 3 of these D8. So 1 of them. Oh, that's garbage. What else have I got in my box? Yeah, that's right, Luke.
Throw that one away.
Yeah, that's going back in the box, that dice. I could roll the same dice again. Yeah, go on. I will fish them out. Right, go on then. And that's... Oh, God. Oh, that's 5 points of damage from 3d8. That is way below average.
So, not to worry. Is it even with a 19 on the fortitude save? Its head still explodes from you finding clearly a weak spot, and you just see the brain begin to pour out of its nose as you've managed to liquefy its brain.
With 5 damage, that is insane. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Joy of a crit.
Yeah. Wow. I just hope none of that comes back at us.
I mean, yeah, it's just yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be a really horrible one against like a dragon or an ogre with a hit of like 42.
Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
well, that's all of my actions that turn to get that, and that was a good roll, and that was a 15 on the dice.
it was.
That's pretty decent for that. Brilliant.
So yeah. After that, we then have Takeo. Although I've now just removed these guys from the initiative order, annoyingly.
Okay, I'm gonna step forwards a bit, and what kind of range is my bomb?
20 foot at the moment, unless you've taken. I don't think you've got the trait to extend the range.
No, I think that's the next.
It is.
How far would that be?
That would be another. You'd have to do 2 moves to get within. So 5, 10, 15. You'd have to be here.
Okay, and then I'll throw one.
Can you also then make a fortitude save for me, please?
I feel like I've made a mistake. Oh, I've got a 20.
Okie dokie. You are
big.
I believe okay. Yes, you are okay.
Got a 17. Bomb dice.
Cool. 17 in total to hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that will miss, but you still deal splash damage, I believe. Oh no, they're flat-footed, so that will hit. Sorry, because they haven't acted yet. So they're going to die before they do anything. I get the impression here. So yeah, if you want to roll me the damage for your bomb.
Is it just one D8?
It is,
D6.
yeah.
Wait, D8 or D6?
D8, I think, off the top of my head. So I was playing a game yesterday where someone was playing a first edition.
Yeah.
Alchemist, which is really confusing.
I got a 6 on the dice.
Cool. So they take 6, and then they take 1 persistent fire damage, and then the person next to them also takes 1 damage as well. So it's a good thing I didn't write out the other one who died before you even started. Cool. So
hope you didn't name these 3 affectionately.
I did. Zulgath 1, Zulgath 2, and Zulgath 3. There was some precious names. Okay. So there is Takeo's turn. It is then Zonk.
I'm going to stand back and delay my turn until the enemy has acted.
Okie doke. After that is then Andrus.
Yep, cool, excellent. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... I've got the wrong thing, so I'm going to run up.
Okay. So that's 2 actions. Can you make a fortitude save as you do that, please?
Yep. I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you're fine.
+7. Yep, okay.
Yeah, you don't take any effect. And you're immune for however long these guys are going to live. So, yep, you've still got 1 action remaining.
Okie dokie. And I am going to... I'm just going to take a swing at this creature.
Yeah, go for it.
I think so. I've got +2 to my attack, I think, because I just cast. What's it called? Just double check them. +1 to my attack roll. Okay, and an extra damage die if I hit it.
Yeah.
So +1, so +11 on this roll. So I rolled a 19 +11. Oh shit, that's 30.
That's a miss. No. So
I've rolled 2 18s and a 19 so far.
I mean, can you roll damage? Because I mean, it's technically going to be prone, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be alive because you're going to do 4d8 plus 6 plus extra.
This is oh my god, this is insane. Okay, so 4d8 plus. Well, it's +3 normally. So
+6.
That's enormous. That's huge.
I got 10. Oh, I got 5, 5, 8, and 2. So that's 20 plus 6, so 26 damage.
It's dead.
Cool. Can I then take my turn?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, can we see any further into the room?
You can, yes.
Now that, yeah.
The only other thing you see into the room that's relevant, because you'd need a bit more of an observation really to sort of look at anything else, is there is a corpse on the floor. Other than that, there's nothing else relevant at the moment without a little bit more time spent looking.
Sure.
Okay, so yep, Zonk wants to drop in.
Yeah, so Zonk sees an opportunity, so he runs up to the battle, up to here, 2 actions, and I throw my dagger at the last remaining.
Go for it, as you are. He's still flat-footed, so we still get our...
Nice.
Still get sneak attack. These poor things.
18 in total.
Yep, that hits.
That is D4. 11 points of damage.
Cool. This one is still standing.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, I mean the one that Andrus killed was killed with slight overkill. They did all of these had already taken damage from the from John's little roll as well of causing an earthquake. So the one that is directly next to Andrus is going to have a bit of fun before it dies. So it is going to have a bite out at you first of all, with a 17, so that'll miss. It's then going to try and slice you with its dagger, which will also miss. Oh, that might actually hit. With a 22.
Yeah, that just hits.
23 even, because it's an agile weapon. But so, can you make a fortitude save for me again, please?
Yeah, I'm going to use the dice that's been rolling very well tonight. Oh, it might have failed me. 9 instead of 16 in total.
Oh, you're okay. You do take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
With background to Bruce.
7 points damage.
Okay, so Bruce is going to do the Hunter's Aim again, so get that extra +2. Let's see what we roll. So I was rolling the wrong dice there, but it worked out nicely. So that was my rise of my cursed, my Crimson Throne dice.
Oh.
So now let's see what we get from the Extinction Curse branded dice.
Yep.
Oh, it's still pretty decent. 25.
That will hit. Unfortunately, it's not critical.
Okay, so that'll do just a D8 of damage.
Yep.
So let's see. That is 2 points of damage.
Woo!
Okay,
and then for one more.
You had to hunt prey on this guy, so that would have been your turn to get that.
Oh, you have to enact it each time.
Yeah, you have to each time you want to hunt prey, you have to do that each thing. Yeah.
Because it's not a creature type. That was actually the other creature died.
Yeah, the other creature exploded. Yeah.
That creature exploded. Yeah. Absolutely get that. No problem.
Cool.
No worries.
So after that, I mean, how between the four of you do you want to kill it? It's not far from dead. So, Takeo, how would you like to kill it? Because at this point, it's got 3 hit points.
Can I just throw an unlit bomb at him just to knock him out like that?
You don't want to waste your. You don't want to waste.
I wouldn't waste your
something
bomb.
Yeah, you've only got stun.
I wouldn't make it explode. I'm just.
It would do no damage if you did that.
Okay, I'll hit him with my.
Or it would damage it, unfortunately.
Headbutt it.
Heck it.
You just go up and run it through with your wind gale blade, I assume.
Nice.
You are now 15 XP away.
Oh, what, they got one more friend that we didn't notice first time round. A 4th one appears, does he?
Yeah, we'll go beating up the corpse.
Yeah, you notice this one is gargantuan. No. So yeah, there is nothing else, and between them, they don't really seem to be carrying anything of note. In fact, you're sort of reticent to touch them, as sort of the slime and bile that seems to be exuding from them doesn't seem worth touching. However, Andrus, being where you are stood, you do notice to the north of the room, across the floor, are some interesting looking symbols.
What's that you noticed, Andrus? What have you seen? And I'll come to join them. Microphone, Lukey.
Oh crap! Sorry. Yes.
The classic.
There seem to be some suspicious symbols here. Not entirely sure I recognise them straight away, but let me have a think. What do I need to do to try and decipher what these symbols could be?
A religion check, cult check. Sorry, would do.
Yep, both are +6, so that's fine. 15 + 6, 21 in total for that one.
You get the idea that these are responsible for summoning something.
This appears to be part of a summoning circle. Does this look complete?
Yes.
Okay. It has been completed, though what it seems to have summoned, I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe I'm wrong, but this doesn't look like a circle, right?
It looks like part of a circle.
Yes, good observation, Zink. This could be part of one that could form around this entire area.
You know, I think I can remember one time you used my name right.
Can we break this circle? Can we? What if we do? Do we just like scrub it out, or do we have to like chisel away at it? Like,
or can we use it to summon something?
For ourselves.
You get the impression this is a complete. Well, from Andrus's check, you get the impression that it's a completed summoning. So
okay,
it was a summoning circle. It's clearly been activated. You would know if you damage the runes, it would destroy it. There's no way of using it in any other way that you're aware of.
Well, whatever it's summoned, let's just hope we don't come across it. That's all I can say. Shall we push onwards?
Let's check this this middle room that we didn't look at yet, right?
Yeah, I definitely think we should take a look at that. I mean,
yes.
What's So just so we're in this room, is there a? Can we investigate enough to see the wall?
Sorry,
in this room?
yes.
Yeah, I imagine that where I'm pinging.
Yeah, it's just a very boring, unfortunate wall.
That's okay. Yeah, we should definitely go up that passage we just passed.
Excellent. Let's oh yeah, I've got the shield with the thingy on, haven't I? Let's do that. And I'll go here to see what's down the corridor, if that's okay.
Yeah. As you sort of open up, you notice that actually it appears to be the other side of the circle.
Okay.
As well.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wrong book. There we go. Oh, it's that side, this one. So this large rectangular room has an arc of faintly glowing runes on the floor to the northwest, and the east side of the room contains a battered Zulgath corpse slumped against the wall, which is where there's sort of the rubble that's on the floor. It's clearly hit the wall with quite some force.
What do you make of this?
Well, if you're saying this is a completed circle, does that mean that we can't get to the other part of the tower where it's completed on the other side? Is this like, are we in only half the tower? How do you think? I mean, I don't know where I've been all turned around in this building. What does anyone else think about like how this all fits together?
Well, there has to be a full circle, so I imagine that there are rooms and spaces on the other side.
Is sort of discussing, you hear a click, and you notice in the middle of the circle there appears to be a doorway that's just opened.
Ah. How peculiar. This tower gets stranger and stranger.
Did the door just open?
Yep.
Bro. And was it a hidden door or?
It wasn't there before.
So it's a part of the wall that shifted.
Yeah, it seemed to unclick and sort of just swing open like a heavy stone door of its own accord.
Right, we need to be very careful. If someone's luring us into a trap, we need to have our wits about us. So I think we should be very careful at this bit.
Where is the door? This part or this part?
It's just here.
Oh yeah. That's strange, actually.
So, Andrus, as you get closer, you can see as that, like, literally the door continues to swing open. There is a passageway that seems to connect to the other side, and there is a door that appears to be on the other side of it, also slightly ajar.
I'd like to check this out actually.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about stepping into this circle.
You would know that you can walk into it.
Okay, brilliant. That's good.
It's complete as a circle.
Okay, and so the door sort of just clicked.
Yeah, it appeared to just click.
Can I check out the door's mechanism to see why it might have opened for us?
Yeah. Do a perception check for me.
Yeah. Doors don't just click. Oh well, I didn't do very well. 2 seconds. I've closed it for some stupid reason. I got 9 in total.
Yeah, you can't observe any mechanism. there doesn't appear to be any handle that you can spot or something that would be obvious as a handle.
Okay. Peculiar. What do we think, gang? Shall we enter and find out where this leads?
Yeah, I think we have to. I don't think there's any turning back at this point.
Okay.
You first, then I'll follow after.
Okay, I'll go third.
Very well.
So I assume Takio's bringing up the rear.
In I go.
Whoop.
Whoop.
You're above. You're trying to walk into the wall.
Oh, right.
So just make it a little bit clearer. You should be able to see passageway in the middle. Can you see that? I don't know. It's very difficult.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like white there.
Yep, cool. So that's that's the passageway. You notice there's the doorway on the other side.
Cool. I'll check that out then. Yep.
It seems to be slightly ajar, as I said, as though you could sort of push it open. It heads sort of in the same direction, out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, either side. So as you step through, you feel something lash out at you.
Oh god. Of course
So this is going to be a 33 to hit against your flat-footed.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that hits.
This critically hits because you are -2 on your AC. Shoot. This is so nothing happens as a result because luckily no one's directly next to you.
Thank God.
I mean, other than the damage. So that is 12, 17 points of damage you take from that. And then just next to you, you see a weird ethereal creature. Or almost, it's like it's there and not there. It's very odd. You can just see the faint outline of a creature next to you. Oh, I've just deleted the pass. There we go. Yeah, you can just about see the shape of this creature to the north of you.
Yeah. Cool. See how move, get back, and I guess on my turn I'll end up moving away from it, but because I've only got 7 hit points, so I do not want to get hit by that again.
No.
God no.
It then very annoyingly has done this. That's really irritating. Let's do it to map player. There we go. So now you should be able to see the thing properly. Sorry, I didn't realise it was a separate object. It's really hard to work things out like that.
So that makes good sense.
It does. Sorry. From my point of view, you could see it. From
Which
your
made
point
it.
of view.
That's kind of yeah.
There we go. So
it was a bit like, oh, this is obvious, right? But I don't get it still.
This is why it was confusing for me. I'm like, there's clearly a passageway there. Don't quite know where you're trying to go, Luke.
I was like, does it go upwards? I thought it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can we roll initiative, please?
Oh yeah, initiative. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
I still was there then.
This is perception based. Yes.
Oh no, this is. I got 14 this time. Oh no.
Here we go with big rolls.
I got 20.
20, 14 was that? Sorry, for the Andrus was 14. Oh, Bruce was 14.
No, Bruce was 14. Yeah,
Andrus,
terrible.
I've got 20 in total. I rolled a 14.
20.
Plus 6.
And Zonk.
27.
27. Cool. So Takeo will be Andrus. Bruce will be coming up last. And we have our friend here. So he has taken his turn as part of that. Anyway, we then have Zonk. You've seen Andrus sort of reel back from some form of attack. You're unsure as to what.
Run!
Run, you fools!
Pretty much.
I'm going to check it out. Daggers drawn, weapons drawn, and look what's going on.
You sort of move through Andrus's space, and this thing in a humanoid shape is stood there. Your eyes struggle to sort of keep an idea of the outline of it. It sort of seems to be verging on invisible. Mechanically, it's currently hidden from you. But yeah, it sort of appears to be there and not there. You really struggle to actually pinpoint it.
I'm going to try to stab at it.
Cool. Can you make an attack roll and a flat check, please?
Okay, I'll do the flat check first.
That's fine.
It's a 4.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. So that you go to stab out and sort of where you thought it was, it's not.
Yeah, and then I'm going to jump to the back out of the circle.
That's fine. Okay. After that, we then have Takeo. Again, you're not really too sure what on earth is happening.
I think I'll approach the tunnel here.
Yep.
And
Okay.
then
You can
I'll
again
stab.
see that weird faint thing. So can you do a flat check, which is just roll me a d20?
12 on the dice.
So you managed to pinpoint where it is. Can you hit it? So now an attack roll for me.
That's 16 on the dice.
Plus your 10, that will hit.
Is that a D6?
Yes, please.
That's a 6 on the dice.
Nice. So plus your strength will be 9. First blood. After...
Should I do
Yeah.
one more attack?
Yep, you can go again.
That's 3 on the dice.
That will be a critical fail.
Was it a
Unfortunately.
flat check?
Oh, was that your flat check? Sorry.
Uh,
We'll say it was.
okay.
We want it to be your flat check. Just tell me next time it's your flat check. Otherwise, I'll take it as the attack roll.
Okay.
As you've said, the attack. So, after that, where Takeo is ended up next to it, we then have Andrus, who is sort of a little bit unnerved.
Yeah, so it's an action to raise your shield, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to raise my shield, and then I'm going to step backwards.
Okay.
Here. So
Yep.
that's 2, isn't it? 2 actions.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to cast a heal onto myself. I've only got 3 level 1 slots left,
That's
so
fine.
just going to have to do a little one, I'm afraid.
So, yep.
So let's have a look.
Just D8 on yourself.
Yeah, it's just a D8. Which is 5, so that is definitely better than nothing.
Not 1, which is always nice.
No, not a 1. So that puts me up to 12 hit points. Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Oh!
Yes.
Was your movement? Are you only able to do 15 foot of movement?
I don't know, actually.
Just decide to do that much.
Yeah, I didn't want to go completely too far back.
No, that's
but
fine.
I wanted to just get out.
After that, it's Bruce, and again, shit seems to be happening on the other side of this wall. Takeo
I'm
seems
gonna-
to be stabbing at things.
Yeah, I'm going round, so I'm going to try and move round like that. So
Okay.
I reckon that's all 3 moves to get there. I think it could be.
Is yours 25 or 30 foot of movement?
I'm trying to find it.
I think
don't know
it's
where to look.
25.
Yeah.
There's Bruce. It's under speed, which is 25. From where
Yeah.
you were,
Yeah, I reckon that's
5, 10,
best cases on there.
20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 exactly.
Yeah, perfect. That's all 3 moves then. That'll be him.
Excellent measure
there.
though, John.
Don't get free knowledge checks at this point, do you?
You don't know.
No. That's okay. Best
you have to
asking.
spend an action in this one. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
recall knowledge is no longer free. Okay,
Yeah,
after that, we're back to the creature, which disappears in front of your eyes.
Oh. Fucking hell.
I love Andrus's like, oh yeah. It very quickly reappears as it strikes at poor Takeo with a 32 to hit against your flat-footed, which will be a critical hit. So you are stunned 1, and you're about to take double damage, and double damage does do it for sneak attack, doesn't it, as well?
Yes.
Okay. This is yeah. Sue. 14, 20, 23. That's 33 points of damage.
That's exactly to kill me.
So that brings you down to dying.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Am I no longer stunned?
No, you're no longer stunned. You're just dying, and it strikes you again. You are now at dying 2.
The rest of us is stunned.
So yeah, you're going to move to just before it. I'll remember to do that for once. We then have Zonk's turn. Unfortunately, you can't get flanking with an unconscious Takeo anymore.
He's got the skill feat corpse flank. So it's okay.
Corpse flank, I like it.
That would be an awesome feat for a necromancer, actually. Corpse flank. Okay, I'm going to just like step back.
Yep.
And yeah. Do nothing, I think, yeah.
Okay. After that is Andrus.
Okay, I've got to do something about this.
Yes.
So the thing she hasn't taken any damage yet, has it?
It has. Takeo managed to do some damage.
Okay, I'm going to to move here so I can see Takeo.
Yep.
And then on my last final 2 actions, I'm going to heal him with the 2-action heal. So it's 8
D8 plus 8.
Plus
yep.
D8. I just hope it's a nice big roll. It's an 8.
So that's 16. So it just it only needs to be 1 point of healing to bring him back to like consciousness.
No, but I definitely want to pad him out though.
Oh, okay. He at least gets a turn before. So you are now back within. So that's fine. So after that, I mean, if you beat this, you're at least going to be level 5.
Oh God!
After that, it is then Bruce.
I've only got 1 heal left as well,
and 12 hit points. That's the bigger problem. What would Bruce like to do?
Okay, so what have we got? Crikey. I just don't know about running back all the way back. Dying. Yeah, I mean he has got the medicine, and the other 2 can stand and bang. So, yeah. How close? Where did I come from last time? Was it that square? I think it was. I don't think I can get all the way back there.
You can get back to that square.
Yeah. Andrus, shall I run around, Andrus? What accent was that? It's meant to be Australian. Trying to run around.
He's panicked.
Shall I run
He's
around,
panicked.
Andrus? I get all these accents confused. Shall I run around, Andrus? Or you got him?
I'm a bit light on my feet, but if you wish to just strike this creature, then feel free.
Okay, I'll take that as permission. So what I'll do is I will hunt prey.
Yep.
And when I do that, I can try to recall knowledge at the same time.
Yep.
As part of Monster Hunter.
You can.
So I can attempt a recall knowledge check. So
yes.
tell me, how do I do that?
Arcana or nature, your choice.
So I will go for nature. So a nature check on this beastie. What we got? Oh, that's pretty good. 23.
On the money. So this, strangely enough, is called an invisible stalker. It is of the elemental subtype.
Invisible stalker. So I didn't critically succeed that.
You did not. No.
Okay. Elemental. I don't know if that actually means anything to me as such. What's it say here? Yeah, so it looks like if I critically succeed, do I give allies the +1 bonus to the next attack? The way I read that. Okay. Yes. So that was.
So I can give you some useful information. What would you like? What would you like to remember about these things?
I'd like to know about this invisibility stuff. So it's kind of disappeared and come back. So is there anything useful I could know about it disappearing?
From sort of your travels, you've come across sort of information about these creatures that appear to be there and not there, and sort of it rings a bell with what you're seeing in front of them. It seemed to be some sort of innate natural invisibility, whereby it is invisible. It's only by sheer chance that because it's attacked, you sort of get an idea of where it is, and you only get that for the briefest of seconds. Basically, mechanically, it's hidden when it attacks. On its turn, it's straight up invisible again.
Yeah, okay, no problem. All right, so thank you for that. So, right, so I found out something about it. Let's go for Hunter's aim for the other two on this one.
Yep.
So get bonus to attack. Let's see what we get.
You're doing the flat check or the attack roll?
This is the attack roll.
Okay.
For Hunter's aim attack roll. What's the flat check for?
Because it's hidden. Yep. Every attack there's a hit. Because it's hidden, you have to do a flat check every time.
Okay.
Can I ask something? Hunter's aim, I think it does something against concealment. Does it work against invisibility as well?
I'll have to check because that is true.
It ignores my prey's concealed condition. Well done. I didn't read all of it. I gain a circumstance roll and ignore the concealed condition.
Ooh, that's handy.
Depends what you described concealed as.
While you're hidden from a creature, that creature knows the space you're in but can't tell. Typically become hidden. Let's look at what it defines concealed as. No, concealed is only on a DC 5 flat check.
Okay.
So yeah. So while you were concealed from a creature such as in thick fog, you were difficult for that creature to see. So it's
right.
Yeah, really useful against spells like obscuring fog or things like that sort of style thing.
Or like those sweet spot.
Yeah.
Oh damn it! Good, well remembered though. I had it in front of me and I
cool.
didn't even read that bit. So my attack roll was 19.
In total, that will unfortunately miss.
I shouldn't even roll a flat check then at that point. No. And that's all of my actions used up then at this point.
After that, it's Takeo. Takeo, after being nearly enough taken completely to death, you're technically on it critically wounded you, didn't you? You are on wounded 3 currently because you took 2 and then it attacked you again. You are conscious. You are prone. What would you like to do?
Tactical advance in the opposite direction.
That's fine. You stand up, grabbing your sword, and peg it. So you can move a total of... Yep, you can move past that if you want to.
Okay, how much?
You could get basically round the corner to there if you so wish.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrus.
It's fine. Give it to me. As long as I get my team out, I think.
It disappears. He's going for the first sort of achievement of that, 100 character per a campaign. So you feel a strike as with a 35 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Yep. So, okay. I mean, at this point, you are deafened until healed. Which you're either going to be healed or you're going to be dead. So this is going to hurt. Again. How many hit points you got left?
Not many.
Is it less than 30?
Yes, it's less than 30.
You drop down, and this is like middling damage. It's because it keeps critting just every single time against you. So yeah,
No,
you
that's
drop
the way
down,
the dice go. Do it. Yeah.
and differently to before, other than it becoming visible when the GM can remember where it bloody is to get it back to there, it sort of takes a step backwards into the sort of the space here, sort of forcing your guy's hand, or it more seems to float, less than walk. It is then Zonk's turn.
I step forward and I drag Andrus' corpse.
Yep.
Outside of the circle.
That's right. He's only on dying too.
Oh yeah, he's still yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you managed to sort of use that action and pull him backwards half your speed. Cool. After that, it is then Bruce's turn, because Andrus has moved into the initiative as a result of dying again.
Yeah. Okay. I can't see it at all. So what if I move round to? Let's move 2 to here.
Yeah, you can sort of see its outline.
So it's outline. Okay, that's enough. So that's 2 moves. Let's try to attack it at that point. Can't add anything extra for wizardry bonuses.
Right.
So let's see what we get. That's my attack roll at 26.
That will hit. Can you now do the flat check, please?
Flat check, yeah. 11.
You make it. Roll damage.
Okay, damage. 3 points of damage.
Cool.
And actually, that has to be all. Yeah, that is all, because 2 moves in that.
After that, we have a shaky takeo.
I'm gonna go forwards into the main room. I think up to about here.
Okay. That would be 2 of your moves. You can't see the creature from where you are. You can see Bruce sort of. An Andrus lying, dying. Bruce seems to be aiming his bow through the gap.
Do I have any kind of healing skill?
Not in combat, no. The only one that does, other than Bruce, is sort of dying on the ground.
I think that's it for me then.
Cool. After that, Andrus, can you make a roll to see if you can stop the whole dying thing, please? Which is a
yes, I would
flat
love
check.
to. Okay, flat check. Here we go. Moment of truth, guys.
Sorry, recovery. Sorry, no. So, 10 plus your dying value, so you're at dying 2. Sorry.
Well, I rolled a 2, so that's not a great start.
Not so much,
I'm
no.
hoping I'm hoping
So that is minus 10 from the required roll. You are now at dying 4 as you critically fail.
Shit. Can I use any hero points to try and move and do any sort of stabilize? Can I use 2 hero points for that? Is that even possible?
You can on your turn.
Ah!
There isn't extra actions because you've already got enough actions.
Yes.
After that, it is the creature which, again, just disappears. Zonk, it's your turn.
I drop Andrus because I'm not a healer. I don't know anything about medicine, so I'm going to walk along the side of the circle and try to look for the creature.
Yeah,
in any way.
Do a perception.
Yes. Roll a 16, so that's a 25.
Yeah. You. No, you sort of think you see something, but it's too. You're sort of almost at the point of straining your eyes, trying to spot something that you're not sure if it's there or not. I'll let you know you weren't far off. But yeah, no, you're not sure. After that, we have Bruce, who can do his Dalliant Dash.
Right, so Bruce has got he's got what he needs to move and try and heal. So he has. Let's see what we've got. We've got.
You've got Battle Medicine.
I do. So
you can use a hero point to do either roll 2 dice and take the whichever is the worst. Roll a dice and then you can hero point it if you fail and take whatever the new result is, or you can spend it in advance and add a d6 to the roll. You can't then re-roll.
Yeah, I'll add a d6 to the roll.
Cool.
So I will. I've got these 2. So battle medicine. So if I go to skills medicine here, battle medicine. Right. Okay. So I got my bonus.
Are you going for the 15 or the 20 DC?
Sorry, I will go for it's dying 4. So I think. I think we'll go for the 20 DC.
Yep, okay. You just need to heal him at all to get him back to alive.
I see that it's sensible to go for the 15. Let's go for the. Let's go for the 50. We'll go for the DC 15 just for the heal to get that.
Because you'll remove the dying.
Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, he's healed. I should have gone for the DC 20. I got 26.
Oh, so
I got.
You got still a critical success.
I got 37. Oh. I got 20 and a 6 on the dice.
You would have got 48 plus 10. You still get 48 at least from the critical success.
Yeah, so I got a crit success.
But if you'd have gone for the 20 DC, you'd have got like a 19 overall or something ridiculous.
It's exactly that way. There was a way of failing it, and it was getting not a very good roll either.
Or you'd have got a natural 1 and killed him.
It would have been dead, wouldn't he? That would have been it. Yeah, he would have been dead.
Yeah, that would have been it. Yeah.
He's only alive because he took a feat to make him slightly less likely to die.
Yeah. Well, he can have 27 points of healing. Nice. How about that?
That is a good roll.
My goodness, that is an excellent roll. Paid off.
Yeah. So those 4d8 were pretty good d8. So if you're looking at what I'm looking, That's so. No more risky surgery. Then he is on his way back up. Flipping heck.
That's amazing. My health.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your battle medicine.
Yeah. You've got one action.
Yeah, one action. Did I? What was the last square it was in? Was it there?
Yes.
Do you reckon I can fire into there with a small penalty?
If it, I'm not even sure if you can actually. I'm just going to check for invisible.
Oh, like as in you can't fire at an invisible creature. Oh, I wonder if there's like a mischance, 50-50 mischance. Oh,
yeah,
you got
that's the flat check.
Yeah, you got a flat check.
Yeah, you have no idea where it is.
Too big an area even for an
you can have a go and target it. And still do the flat check, but you won't. And can you roll both at the same time? Tell me the flat check and then tell me the attack roll.
Yeah, okay. So roll both at the same time. We'll go for Bluey for attack roll. Flat check is cursed red. So cursed red for the flat check is a natural 20, so that's pretty decent.
Yep.
And the attack roll is 29.
Big.
The arrow hits the wall.
Having pierced its eye and blown its head off.
Sadly not. Yeah, the arrow just seems to pass. I mean, it's a pretty tricky shot, but
yeah,
okay. It just seems to just hit nothing.
Damn. Okay, so I think it might have moved. It might have moved from there. That's a tricky one. That is. Don't know you guys. I'll be prepared. It might come out of there any time.
After that, it is then Takeo.
We just see a small puddle of like pee on the floor from where it's like
shit itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a dribble of poo. Just yeah. What would Takeo like to attempt to do, or is he just going to wait and hope for the best?
Yeah. With the 16 health points and wounded 3.
Yeah. No, you've been healed. So you haven't got that anymore. Oh, okay. No, you have, because you were magically healed, not treat wounds.
Yeah.
So you are still...
Yeah, so I think I just stay where I am.
Yeah, one more hit will... Or one more down will kill you. Without the intervention of divine beings, such as hero points. After that is Andrus, who, again, is just sort of going, what the fuck, as he comes back to consciousness, again, for the third time in a couple of days.
Andrus, the god's heavy there. Lipinek back in my safe hands. That was lucky.
Is Luke really deep in thought, or has he frozen?
He has frozen.
I was thinking he's really concentrating on something. He's obviously got this master game plan that we're unaware of. Hang on. Everything's gone dark. He's gone to check the breaker. So, based on the fact I know he has no ability really to find the invisible thing. Whoop, there we go. There's nothing really...
We'll say he'll do some heal on himself, or some group heal. That's probably about...
I think he spent his last heal. Or has he got one left?
Has he got anything he can do for Takeo? That's probably about right, given they're next to one another.
He's got one... I think he's got one heal left, so he will do that on Takeo.
Yeah.
Wow, 16 max, which is probably better than Luke would have rolled. So yeah, Takeo is back up by 16 hit points. He is then going to step in front of Takeo in a defensive manner, because that's what he likes to do. Dun, 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 dun. I wish there was a quicker way to switch between GM layer and other layer. So, Zonk, as it strikes out at you, it appears next to you. 2 on the dice. Against your flat-footed, though. This is a... what is it? An 18, sorry.
Oh, it's a miss.
It's a miss. It tries to strike again at you. This is not against your flat-footed, so this is a 19.
It's missed. Missed.
Cool. So yeah, it stood directly in front of you. That is the
by
lowest
1.
it's rolled. Cool. Yeah, lucky it had to move into that. After that, it is then Zonk.
Since I can see it now, or
It's still that sort of
but,
weird, hidden, sort of half there.
I'm going to try my twin feint attack with my rapier and my dagger. So the first one, I'll do the flat check first.
Yep.
14.
Yep. You managed to work out where it is.
And then the rapier attack. Oh, it's only a 3, so that's going to be missed. 13.
13 is going to be worse than a miss. So, as it's a melee one, you unfortunately drop your weapon.
Okay. And then I'm going to attack it with my dagger.
Yeah.
As it is totally surprised that I'm dropping my weapons.
Yep.
So it's 16 on the flat check.
Yep.
Oh. And the 4 on the attack roll, so it's going to be a critical failure again.
Oh, God. Oh, this is going well. I might lose my camera at some point for the Google Meet, because it's for some reason not charging. Always useful. So your weapon takes 1d6 damage, ignoring hardness. Can you roll me a d6? 5. Do you know what the break threshold is for your weapon?
No, but I can look it up.
Cool.
I'm going to do my last attack, just back off and...
That seems fair.
Back off in disgrace.
Yep, so you've got your rapiers just left on the floor there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really do... I don't have a third action or a fourth action to pick it up. So
that's Pathfinder 3rd edition. You get four actions. After that, we then have Bruce.
Okay, so I can see it now, which is brilliant. So we'll do our power cut. Okay, so we will do our hunter's aim.
Yep.
Let's do hunter's aim, focusing on this, and I get an extra +2. So we'll do our red for our flat check, our blue for our attack roll.
Yep.
Okay, so the flat check's a natural 20, so that's fine,
So,
but the attack roll isn't anywhere near as good. The attack roll is 19.
Unfortunately, that will miss.
Oh, bugger. Okay, and then we will do one more attack. So I get one more attack. What's this? So my multiple attack penalty because of my flurry is lower, so I only get a -3 to my bonus. So this is still a pretty decent bonus. So same 2 again. See what we got. So flat check of 15. Oh no. And a bonus of 11. 11 on my attack roll.
Oh
no, another card.
So you are dazzled until your next turn.
Tell us all about dazzled. What does that mean?
You've turned into Elton John. And everything it gets worse because you ignore this anyway. All creatures and objects are concealed from you. So you get a flat 5 check on top of your flat 11, but then you ignore the flat 5 and still get the flat 11 against that invisible stalker.
Amazing. So I'm dazzled, but not dazzled by an invisible stalker. I've got lucky that one again.
Yep.
That's a good card deck, though. It is an interesting card deck.
It is. It would be more relevant if there were other enemies.
Yeah, and then many of them could have the effect. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't see your friends. And no longer Zonk's rapier appears to you. After that, it's then Takeo.
Am I still wounded?
You are still very wounded, yes. If you go down, you are dead.
Okay. Health-wise, I'm slightly better, though, I guess. Can I do an attack and retreat?
Yeah, you can step up, you can attack, and you can step back.
Okay. Go there.
Yep.
12 on the dice.
The flat check, that will you pass the flat check, so then the attack roll.
So that D6?
D20 plus your attack roll of 10.
That's a 16 on the dice.
That will hit with a 26.
And a 3 on the attack dice.
Cool, so you do
dead.
6 points of damage. No.
Oh.
So far in all of this, you have dealt a whopping 18 points of damage to this creature. So they're quite brutal. And then you step back. Cool. After that is Andrus, who sort of is also going to take a 5-foot step back. He is going to attempt to use. Oh, that won't work because it's not. Haven't got a spell list. That would be helpful. There we go. Oh no, it's 2 actions. He's not going to do that one. He hasn't got that as an ability, has he? Because if he has, he would stay where he was. Reach spell. He's going to stay where he was, wherever that was. There, I can't remember there. And he's going to use his reach ability to extend using an action his chill touch to have a range of 30 foot, as opposed to being a touch spell.
Nice.
It's his other ability he can't actually use at the moment. So just got to get that one up. So extra damage of a D4, so it's going to be 2D4 plus 3. So it gets a saving throw, fortitude. Possibly not. So he's got a DC of 19. What on earth is this thing's fortitude? It does not take. Blah, 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 blah. So it will take half damage. Sorry. Six. So it takes 3 points of damage. So it at least did something. Cool. After that, it is then the creature's turn, and it disappears.
Oh, that bloody creature!
Start of its turn. Nothing else appears to happen.
I run to the. Is it my turn?
It is, yep.
Yeah. So I run to pick up my rapier and I go back.
Cool.
Can't we use this circle to unsummon it? I asked the group. Or Anders, because he knows.
He looks at you having done the check and looks blankly like that's well beyond anything he would know. He says he can destroy it, but he doesn't. He said you could destroy the barrier between you, but he doesn't know what will happen as a result.
Well, I say if it can't reach us beyond the circle, I say we leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's my idea. That's my turn.
Yep, Bruce.
Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to hold. I'm going to have to delay until I see this creature again. I tried to fire into it square last time, so when I see it, I'm going to fire. Otherwise, how many health points does does your guy have?
32, but wounded.
Okay, 32 wounds. You're okay.
The treat wounds, if you did it to him, would get rid of his wounded condition.
Okay, yeah. So what I'll do is I will, that is best. I'll move over and treat his wounds. So with battle medicine, I'll do the DC 15 then to try and treat his wounds. Does that remove all 3 of those wounds? Yeah.
If you succeed, it will. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we get. 20. Yeah.
So
that's
2d8.
2d8 as well. So that's good. That's really good. So 9 points of healing as well.
And you're no longer wounded, Takeo.
Fab.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Okay. So that's a move and a heal. I can't hold one more action. That's not really how it works.
You need 2 actions to do that.
Yeah.
To ready an action is 2 actions.
That's it then. That's
cool.
me done.
Takeo?
Is there any way, like, can you scrape off the thing, the circle?
Andrews has said, yeah, you can attempt to damage it. He doesn't know what it will do if you do.
What does the group think?
What we could do is try and move away from the circle, so it has to either come out of the circle or I don't know. I mean, is it bound inside that circle? Can we leave it?
Let's just walk into another room and see if it follows.
Okay. Retreat. Let's go to the campfire.
As you all go to sort of move away, you hear sort of this, wait! The song's like, hang on.
Right. What? Is you the one who attacked us? What do you mean, wait?
Free me and I will leave.
What, as in give you free reign to move wherever you like?
You know that these creatures are not evil, by the way.
Oh, right, okay. So we were kind of trespassing then.
It's pissed off. It was clearly summoned. That's why it's...
Oh, it's from another... So it's an interplanar, so it's from another plane, and it isn't...
It could be from the material plane, you're not sure.
Right. But it was brought here against its wish, is what you mean by summoned.
Yeah.
Right, tell us how.
Break the stones.
So, wait. You just tried to kill us, right?
Yes. I don't know who you are, but you're leaving. You clearly don't want me dead. I thought you were with them.
Tell us about them. So who
points
is it
to
that
the
summoned
discarded body on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
They are them. The one that summoned me, gone.
What do you know of this one? Do you have a name? The name of who summoned you?
I've been here for... and you sort of see it or sense from the fact that there's quite a long pause between the response. It's trying to work out how long it's been here. I've been here for some time. Then these things came. I don't wish to be here.
Right. You need to show yourselves and back away into that corner so that we know we're safe if we start breaking this. At least do us the courtesy of showing us where you are.
Unless... I mean, basically it's going to explain, unless it hurts you, it can't show you itself.
Oh, okay.
It
so
literally is... Yeah.
And we've learned that it shows itself when it attacks. Okay. Do you know what? Bruce has got a bit of knowledge about this.
You notice there's a few rocks on the floor. Clearly they've been thrown. You notice one just hover in the air.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm actually willing for Bruce to have a go at this. So Bruce will what's he got? Probably got a spade or something in his backpack. So he'll start trying to hack away at this. Or do I need to use like a weapon, like a knife or a dagger?
Good, yes.
Yeah, all right. I'll use a dagger. I've got a strength-based weapon. I've got a dagger on me.
Yeah,
so
Zonk keeps his weapons ready because he doesn't trust it entirely, but he doesn't want a creature that's been captured this long to be captured for eternity, like something like that. So.
Yeah. So
but he's ready to go.
I've got my razor sharp claws actually, so I use my razor sharp claws on it. I'll try and use my razor sharp claws on the floor. Well, it's not great. I mean, I got 14 to hit. Should I just roll straight damage?
Just don't roll a natural 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got 6 points of damage on the block.
Yeah, it's not enough to.
Okay, then I have to. That's just one attack. So if I was doing a round, then do you want me to roll to hit or do I auto hit?
Can you roll to hit? Because if
that's a 20. That's a 30 to hit.
And then can you roll double damage for that, please?
Yeah. Okay. So that is 12 points of damage. Wow.
You don't seem to be doing enough to it.
Really? Okay, so it's 18 points of damage in total. So
that just about chips away a little bit.
That's over the 3 actions. That is 18 points in total. That has been. So you see some chips form.
And as you sort of that little bit chip that you've done sort of starts to weaken, and you see that the rune you've struck starts to crack, and then you just sort of see. Now it like bizarrely seems really clear. The only reason you spotted it is because it was pointed out to you. You just see sort of the magic sort of ebb away in both directions, and just sort of the runes that are now glowing just fade into nothingness, almost as though it's just stone in front of you. And instantly the rock drops to the ground, and you hear a patter of feet dash past you. And you will get 80 XP each.
Yeah. Wow. What a strange thing. Summoned here, kept here for a long time too. Okay. So we've broken that seal. So do we now change our character level to level 5?
Yes.
Awesome.
So just make sure you write down your current hit points first.
Yeah.
and then obviously your max. I feel very sorry for poor Luke. I've let him know you're now level 5.
Do we keep our max as it was until we rest?
Yes, your current hit points. Obviously, any new abilities such as any extra bombs. So Zeke, you have access to all those new abilities, but you don't get any more regents to create the bombs until you next sleep. But you now have access to them. Obviously, Zonk, you have an increase in your damage die, or your sneak attack.
Yes.
So you get that. It's basically poor Andrus gets bugger all until he sleeps.
The main thing for Zonk is that his weapon ability upgrades. So my attack roll is much higher than last level.
Plus 14?
Plus 13.
13, oh, it's Bruce, I think, who has a plus 14 on one of his...
Yeah, fighters are even better, I think, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you've got 2d6 now of extra damage, which is...
Imagine the crits. Imagine the crits.
It's going to be nasty.
So big.
It'd be a shame if enemies had more hit points.
Yeah, I got plus 14, and then with my Hunter's Aim, I'm plus 16 on my roll. So that's a nice place to be. And Flurry means only plus 13 on the one after that.
So again, that was a weakened Invisible Stalker.
There was nothing weak about that at all.
Yeah. So, yeah. They can only get better. But yeah, so... And my nicely pre-prepared layout of all of your upgrades, so I just have those quick to see for things like reflex and fortitude. But yeah, so you've sort of defeated / saved / dealt with the Invisible Stalker. Andrus turns to you and says, I'm at a loss. I feel more powerful, yet I feel like I can do not much more at this point. I am out of spells for the day already, and it is barely 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, what a morning, huh? I can't believe that this is how this tower treats us in the day. But we must go on. We must go up.
Yeah, the thing is, we can go back to the room and hide for a day. But if there's something else in the tower, like more of those monsters, Zungas, then they might leave. Or maybe the tower might just like crumble while we sleep.
Just wake
because
up
it's falling apart, right?
Oh, that would be the worst. Just wake up, you open the door, and the whole tower has just collapsed upon you. Just sitting there waiting for the air to run out. Oh.
We're at such risk in this tower, just resting.
So did you say that would happen if you slept? Just just going to note that down for future. So yeah,
IDs.
I guess we went.
You get the impression you have fully explored this level. There hasn't been anything else that stood out as another area. Any perceptions you've done haven't revealed any other additional secrets except for that one passage that the Invisible Stalker used to lure you through. The only place remaining is the central column, the stairs that go upwards in the room that had the gong.
Yeah, I vote to check it out, but stealthily and safely. I don't think that we can handle another fight.
I don't know if you want to sort of, before you head straight upstairs, I don't know what your sort of current hit points are.
I'm good to go, but I'm drained, so I feel a bit weak.
Obviously, you have access to your new hit points, so if you did any healing, you can get yourselves a bit higher on hit points. So you could sort of spend some time waiting for that hour to go by, the mechanic that is to be able to treat wounds again, and sort of I mean, particularly for things like just trying to boost them up a little bit further, because Bruce can, give a go with his new medicine skill, really, to probably quite easily get the 20.
Yeah, I think we rest for a bit and I see how these healing hands work on us now. They're really, that battle showed me that I'm really developing some skill, and it really does. With respect, Andrus, it needs two of us to heal this party up. The amount of damage we're taking. So yeah, I can do a heal check on someone. So we'll do.
So yeah, you sort of sat around until 10:30, and then who do you want to administer aid to first?
So who needs the most aid? Who's got the most missing?
Andrus is currently sat on 12.
Yeah, right. Let's. I gave him 27 hit. I gave him 27 hit points though.
Was it? Oh, it was him. Sorry, because he was dead. So no, he's on 27. So
he's still down.
He's still 50%.
Yeah, let's do a DC 20 heal check then.
Go for it.
So let's
plus 13.
Yeah, let's see what we get. Oh yes, natural 20 for 33.
So can you do 48 plus 10, please?
4d8 plus 10.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 4 of them here. All 4. Right.
I was going to say that's a rubbish roll.
10 and 16. 26 points of healing. So quite an average dice.
So he is currently 5 below max.
Yes.
He is at
Nice.
53.
Nice.
Just out of curiosity, which is better to have open, the stat block or the character sheet?
The character sheet, because that has everything on one page. You just can't edit it as quickly as you can with the other part.
So it doesn't have all of the different things that I've got on it.
It does have all your abilities. They're just on like the 4th page of it, because they come under spells effectively.
Yeah, it doesn't have any of them on there.
Oh, it should do. If you've got the character sheet rather than the stat block, it would do.
Yeah, I downloaded both of them just to.
Yeah, I mean I would run it from the app because I just print all yours out because it's quicker for me to reference in that sense than it is to anything else. So yeah, so do you want to try and give any more surgery to anyone else, Bruce?
I am a little bit wounded, so you don't have to do surgery on me, but I could use a band-aid or something.
Yeah, so I won't go for a DC 20 with you. I'll go for a regular medicine check and we'll see what we get with this.
So you need a 2 or better.
Yeah, okay, so I've got a 30.
So that's a critical success, so 48 again.
Yeah, so that's nice. So 48. And what do we got there? 16 points of healing.
Nice.
Yes, max health.
So yeah, 12
nice.
So a 7 or better. No, I'll give you 20. So yeah, you need a 12 or better to critically succeed on the basic one now.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
So basically, unless you roll a natural 1, you can't. You cannot critically fail anymore.
Yes, that's right.
It just flips to a fail. And yeah, so 2 or better, you pass. 12 or better, it's critical success. So do you wish to do the same for Takeo or yourself?
Yeah, Takeo, let's take a look. Myself, I've only got the level increase for me, which is certainly worth it. There's certainly nothing.
Yeah, with that con bonus, it adds up.
Yeah, I didn't really get the calculation. The calculation is very different to 1E. The con bonus.
So you get maximum straight away.
Yeah.
So whatever your class amount is.
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I think it's 10 for
for a fighter.
8 for alchemist.
Yep. So yeah, you get 10, and then because you're level 5 and you've got an extra bonus, you got another 5 from that as well from your con. So you got 15. So yeah, quite a nice chunk.
It's
increase.
very nice chunk. Yeah, it's a big chunky one. Yeah. So Takeo, what's he got as missing? Takeo.
I'm on 41, but my full is
61.
61.
61. So let's try a DC 20 check then. So let's see what we get for a DC 20 check. No, unfortunately, we fail a DC 20 check.
Would you roll?
17.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's close. Sorry, Zeke.
Fine.
I don't manage to give you that extra.
Does Andros refocus meanwhile? Because I think he casts his focus spell.
He does spend that time focusing, of course. Yes.
Does that affect my roll, the focus spell?
I think it's the one to boost his damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he will give a go at doing a medicine check on Takeo as well, but only a DC 15 because he's way more. Well, he hasn't got expert, so he can't. He got 22, so he does manage to succeed.
Nice.
And does 13 points of healing.
Okay, thanks.
And then does Bruce want to heal himself?
Yeah, I'll do the 15 heal check on myself because I don't need too much. Yes, so I get a 31. So I will. It seems like I'm quite likely to critically succeed with a 15 check.
Yeah.
So actually, that's right. I think it might be better to consistently.
You've got a 95% chance to succeed, and you've got a 40% chance of critical success.
Yeah, so I think the critical success is worth more for an average of it's going to average out 18 points of healing with a critical success, and it's going to average out
18 on a normal one because it's 2d8 plus 10.
Yeah, and so so 2d8 plus 10 is going to average 19 healing on the 20. But the critical success is actually surprisingly likely, and that's going to average out 18. So, yeah, the critical success you're gonna get at least with a 40% crit success chance.
However, critical healing could also give you 4 hit points. On a
bad day. Yes, that's right.
So you've got a minimum on expert of 12, as opposed to a minimum of 4 on the crit heal. So they, obviously the odds of rolling 4 1s are low. You could roll 4 8s.
Yeah, these things do happen. Right, okay. So give me some healing. What have I got? 7 and 8 for 15. So nice. 15 points of healing takes me up to nearly max.
Cool. So yeah, you've sort of spent a little bit, about 40 minutes in total, just sort of patching up wounds.
Heal.
Noticing that your patching of wounds seems to take them beyond what they previously would have felt before. So you sort of find weird niggles, like Zonk didn't realise he had a slight dislocated shoulder, and Andros's jaw was slightly out of alignment, and suddenly just sort of they feel slightly reinvigorated. So Zonk would like to sort of lead formation heading for the stairs.
Yes, I will use my feat to group stealth.
Yep.
So I'll give everyone pointers to remain stealthy. So I think that's whatever Andros has as stealth +4, I think.
It's +3. His base is +3.
Yeah, and he gets proficiency, I think.
Yeah, I don't know the ability off the top of my head.
No. I think it's +9 because I'm expert.
Yeah.
And you get your level, so
you do, yeah.
That's +5. I think +4 from. So it would be +12, I think. if he has a +3 from Dex?
He has a. He has +3 Dex. So yeah. So just someone else want to roll that rather than me. Do you want to roll it, Claudia?
Yeah. I rolled an 18.
So yeah. So that's what 27 plus 9.
Yes. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, it's I checked it. It's level +2 for expert, so it's +12, so it's +15, so it's 33.
Nice, cool. So you head to the stairs and you start to work your way upwards. I'm going to describe sort of how you go upwards. I'm not going to do a map change of any kind at the moment. I am going to find the right page though, because sort of the joy is when jumping back and forth around things. So, and yeah, you start to head upwards past the spiral staircase that leads upwards from the end of this room. You get to the top, and Zonk, I'm going to say you're just at the front here, sort of guiding the group, and you sort of stop them as your head, just sort of that classic stealth style. Your eyes go just above sort of the edge, sort of peering round first to make sure nothing else is sort of observing, and you can't really tell too much the shape of the platform you're on, but you can tell that it is completely made of marble, and it rises about 10 feet upwards, above sort of where the staircase stops, above the top of what is the actual physical tower itself. There are 4 large columns that support another marble slab over the circular staircase in the centre of the tower summit that you've come up. There are no walls, and this open air platform, probably if you went a little bit higher, because you can start to see glimpses of the Erran Isle outwards, would probably give quite a nice view of the entire area. There is a blazing ball of light, 3 feet in diameter, that seems to swing around the tower in a sort of a lazy circle, almost like it's orbiting. It never approaching closer than within the 40 feet of the tower. It causes shadows to spin across the marble as it does, though. The orb provides light, but you don't feel like there's any heat emanating from it. It does give you a soothing feeling, though, almost sort of as though it emanates sort of the idea of life itself. There is all around on the platform, you can see ripped up nets, broken pole, and other sort of debris, and you can sort of see charcoal markings. You're not really too sure what they are of, though. There is also another creature on top of this platform. It's not looking at you, it seems to be observing the ball of light that seems to be going round. This is again another rather large looking, as in medium sized, not large by mechanic, large looking Zolgath. He seems to exude, or you assume it's he based on the shape of what you've seen, seems to exude sort of some form of sort of power and dominance. Just his stance alone would give you a suggestion he's sort of commanding. There's also then another strange creature that if you would like to make a nature check, you can attempt to identify.
I'm untrained in nature. Can I?
Okay.
Bruce is nature trained. Bruce has got it.
Just going to have a look to see if there's anything else that... no, it would need to be a nature, but you can have a go, because you can just do an untrained one.
I rolled a 13, so it's 14 in total.
You recognise this based on other things you've seen as some kind of dinosaur. You're unsure what it's called.
Okay.
You do notice, however, when you're observing it, that it is winged. So it appears that it would be able to fly, but it looks like something's been done to its wings, or one of the wings looks injured.
Okay, so I try to take everything in. Then I'm docking below the two stairs again,
Yep.
and I make signs to the rest of the party to remain silent and go down. And then when we are down, I will explain everything and see what I've seen. Another Zolgath looking powerful and some kind of winged dinosaur.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bruce, you wanted to sort of head back up under the same stealth pretense to sort of try and see if you can tell anything more about the.
Yeah, I don't think I could do anything without seeing it, so I will try and make it to the top and look out on whatever this creature is. So I do that. I don't have to roll for stealth. I do it under the group
No, it's
stealth.
still the same one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what I think of this creature. 15. Only 15.
You don't know anything more about it. No, you recognise it as, again, same thing. You're like, oh, yep, definitely a dinosaur. But that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I've got, I think. I don't know anything more than you do.
I think it's safe to assume that it will be hostile against us. So maybe.
Oh, sorry. You did also notice 4 Zulgath warriors as well, or you recognise them as warriors based on what you faced. One stood by each pillar. Sorry.
Right. Well, I think it looks like it's going to be quite dangerous up there. We could think about luring some of those things down, but whatever that powerful magic is something to watch out for.
Yeah, do you have any idea what the stone might be like? Is there something that we can roll to know something about the stone that's flying around or the orb?
That is a good question.
Did we get any indication of this from the first person who told us about the tower? We haven't had any in our notes. There's nothing about this stone.
You know that there's orbs on each of the towers. You would be able to assume that this is one of those orbs based on Harlock's descriptions. I mean, the Zonk, the idea that you got from it is that it literally emanated life. Andrus turns and points to the gong. Maybe this will provide us with the distraction we need.
I've always got 3 bombs left, so...
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
So you want to ring the alarm and then lure them out one by one?
Well, actually, it might well be if the full Zolgaths, the juniors, the grunts, as it were, that they would come down the stairs, having been sent there by their master. So it might well be a way of separating them from their master, which could be a brilliant idea, actually.
Okay.
It might be the best way we can get at that master is to get him on his own after dispatching his grunts, if that's what he does.
I've got that demolition charge thing that I can do where I can leave a bunch of like mine-like things, can't I?
Yeah, you can use one of your bombs to create a little demo charge. Last time we created some weird lettuce bomb.
Yeah. I also want to try out one of the new.
Yeah, I mean, you remember these creatures, the Zolgaths, the warriors not being that great a foe.
Okay,
Yeah.
I say let's try it.
I've got a new one that's called Crystal Shard. It sounds like it does like a piercing shrapnel damage.
That's cool.
So might put one of those down.
Yep. So where do you wish to place yourselves? Andrus offers to ring the gong, holding his hammer.
If Andrew sits behind the gong, he could hide behind it, couldn't he?
He wouldn't be able to get back out again. It would require quite a bit of effort to squeeze in and out of the space. It is in the corner.
I'll need to be a distance away so that if you put it at the base of those steps, then when something comes out, I can hit it without it being too close.
So yeah, the base of the steps is this square here.
Yeah.
I put myself around the corner to attack from stealth.
Yep, that's fine.
I'll sit behind the kind of thing
Cool.
here.
So you've set up your explosive, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just base step there.
I ring gong now. Bong, and sort of this deafening sound, and Andrus sort of then come and joins, and takes a few seconds. Nothing appears. A few more seconds, and then you hear sort of this mad dash charge coming down the stairs as these full 4 Zolgaths appear. Takeo, can you make a fortitude save, please?
Wait, do I get hit by my own problem?
No, you're within 30 foot.
Okay. That was 11 on the dice.
Okay, you're going to be all right. So what does this bomb do? Is it steps into the space? One of them steps into the space.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so it explodes, dealing piercing damage.
Is that a crystal shard?
Yeah.
Bomb. Okay, nice.
Oh, demolition charge, isn't it? Boom. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying what the range. And splash damage. Cool. To the inanimate.
4 piercing damage.
Cool. So how much damage was that? Sorry.
4 piercing splash damage.
Cool. And how much actual damage does it do?
2d4s.
Cool. Roll me 2d4.
That's a 1 and a 3. So
cool.
4.
So one of them takes 9. The other 3 take 4 points of damage each. Do they get a reflex save against that bomb? It just says they take it. Yeah. No, there's no reference save. So cool.
No, I don't think that they get a save now.
No, there's nothing reference. I just again, having gone from helping someone to play an alchemist of very similar level yesterday, to today from 2 different editions. Cool. So yeah, that sort of activates that. Can you roll a stealth check for me, please, Zonk, as your initiative, and then everyone else, can you roll me? I mean, if you want to, Zeke, you can use your stealth or your perception, whichever you prefer. Basically, I'll choose the higher one. Andrus gets.
I've got 20.
20 total.
Yes.
Cool. Andrus
Stealth.
got a 19. Bruce.
Natural 1 for a total of 14.
Exactly as it was before. Perfect.
Yeah.
25 in total.
25. So, Takeo, you are going to be 215. God, you're doing well. You are going to be first to act.
I'm going to come around here and attack.
So you've stepped up to that one, and go for it.
That was a 9 on the dice.
Plus you're now, I believe, to be 11 or 13. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Plus, with the Gale Blade is plus 12, so that will hit. Okay. So this is now 1d6 plus 4. 1d6 plus 4.
5 on the dice, so
9 points of damage. So he has taken he's dead. Oh no, he's just standing. Sorry. Cool. He is looking very injured already. After that, sorry. Yeah, you can do another attack if you like. Yep. Sorry.
7 on the dice.
7 on the dice. That will unfortunately miss this time. Even against their flat-footed, I think. So you say 9 on the dice?
Yeah. No, 7.
7 on the dice plus. No, that will still hit against their flat-footed.
Nice.
So yeah. That's
3.
He's dead. He had 3 hit points. Bless him. Okay. After that is then the other warrior who steps forward. Everyone's still just out of their range. He goes to strike you with his club, and will miss. And with his jaw, he will miss with a 19 as the highest roll there. Cool. I told you these guys are pathetic. After that, we have Zonk.
I'm going to delay a bit.
That's fine. We then have Andrus, who is going to Divine Lance, the one that's in front. We won't draw a fumble card for poor Andrus, who's not here, as he rolled a natural 1. I feel it's very cruel to do to someone that's not here. He is going to step forward, though, to try and entice them towards. He's going to succeed at the Fortitude save. It is then the other creatures who are beginning to swarm you. First one attacks. Does a 23 hit you? It does, just.
Yeah.
And deals you 7 points of damage. It tries again, and misses on the second attack. The other one, same thing. Will hit on the first one with a 26, and deal 10 points of damage. The second one will miss with a 16. After that, it is then Bruce.
Okay, so Bruce has got the. I think we'll just do. We'll do 3 attacks. So we'll start
cool.
with our attack number 1 against the one with the blue dot.
Yep.
So against the blue dot.
Against Bluey.
Got our first full attack. For 14. Let's go 17 total.
Yeah, that hits.
Fantastic. So that's a D8. So we'll go for 4 points of damage.
Yep.
And then second attack with our flurry is 23.
Yeah, that hits.
1 point of damage. And then final attack with our flurry is 19. And so 2 points of damage. Oh dear.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they all struck true.
3 hits. Yeah, 3 hits. Can't ask for more than that.
No, sadly no crit. After that, does Zonk want to drop in yet, or are you still waiting to see what happens?
No, I'll go after them, and I'll try to rush forwards.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2 movements up to here, and then I'm going to stab with my rapier.
Go for it. I think this guy's dead.
So I rolled a 5 on the die, so I think
That still hits.
18, yes.
Yep. They've got no AC.
So that is 13 points of damage.
Yep. He had a lot less than that left. Cool. After that, we then have Andrus, who again is going to attempt his Divine Lance, as it's possibly... Oh, no, actually, his strength... Actually, it is worth him moving up. So he's going to walk straight up to this one and twatted it twice. That will be a critical success with a 28. I will do the crit success, not the crit fail, because so it is stunned 1 and double damage. So 2d8 plus 8. So that's 18 points of damage. He just straight up kills that one.
So as Andros moves alongside me, I use the chance to step 5 foot.
Cool. That was the other reason.
Goblins
And the
coming,
second attack.
yes.
Second attack is plus. Not enough, I don't think. No. Oh no, 8 plus. All your stats have changed. 8 plus 8, 16. Yeah. Just enough to hit. For another 6 points of damage. So, yeah, the other one's looking ropey already. We then have the creature who takes a strike at Takeo. Will hit with a 22, dealing 6 points of damage. It then starts to peg it up the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it makes it 50 foot up the stairs. So it is sort of running away upwards. Bruce's turn.
So, can I see it from where I am?
It's disappeared up within the centre of the tower.
Okay.
We miss attacks of opportunity. Would not have got away.
I'll follow it. I'll do my best to follow it. I've probably got 3 moves
5,
to
10,
get
15,
somewhere on
20,
the stairs.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You are 25 foot behind it. And that's with all 3 actions.
Yeah, that
so it's
sounds...
sort of, you can just about see sort of part of it round a corner. We're going to go slightly Theatre of the Mind because there's no, strangely enough, staircase tower map. After that we have Zonk. It will take you 2 actions to catch up with it.
Okay, I'm going to try it and try to
stab it.
Stab it in the legs or something.
You missed me.
Oh, sorry, Takeo first.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine. So, Takeo, yeah, you can catch up with it quite happily and still have an attack.
17 on the dice.
Yeah, that will hit. That will critically succeed, in fact. So it's double damage, so 2d6 plus 8.
That's a 4 on both the dice, or 1 and then a 3.
Okay, so 12 points of damage, which is enough to kill it. Sorry, Zonk. As you sort of run up behind him, you've managed to just about catch up with him before he shouted for help. And I feel as poor Luke is still struggling to find electricity in this modern day age, before we enter what is probably going to be quite a lengthy ordeal.
Yeah.
We're going to start to sort of brought to a close there. Just so I know, what do you want to do at this point here?
Rush onwards and stabby stab.
Cool. You're happy to head continuing up the tower.
Yeah.
You want to go up to kind of... Are you looking to try and talk to this person that's at the top, or what?
We might, but I think he heard the gong and he heard his allies screaming, so I don't think that we have the luxury to stay below and do nothing. So
yeah,
I think
when
we
you
have to go up.
Yeah, when you put it like that, there's no sneaking around up there. Yeah, I can understand what you mean.
So as we've got a couple of minutes before, we draw to a close, we might as well end on a proper ending, rather than, the middle of a staircase. As you sort of make it to the top, you realise that actually the top of this tower is in itself a sort of giant sun-like space. And Zonk and Takeo would be at the front, with Bruce and Andrus trailing behind. And as you arrive at the top, and we'll do all the fun other bits next time, you arrive and you can see the Pterodon, sorry, not Pterodon, always pronounce the silent P, stood there with its broken wing, sort of ready to fly. The Aeon Orb sort of spinning around this very large sun-like space. The tower, the pillars themselves rise up 15 foot, and there is a 70-foot marble slab that serves as a support to sort of avoid rain. So there is sort of a covering. The rest of it is open, and at this point now at the top you can literally see the entire of the island, Erran. You can see out Quartus Island to what is the south of you at this point, and you can even see Escadar, the city, in the distance, and Kavnakash, this angry looking creature, this Zulgath, who looks severely more hardy than any of the others you have faced. I've slightly stretched him just so you can see what he looks like, as opposed to that's how big he is. He turns to you and looks. You're not going to stop me. And at that point, he draws his weapon and starts to bear down upon you. And we'll pick up that combat at the start of the next session. And
awesome. That is brilliant. What a... I can't see anything on that top layer, by the way.
Is it all hidden? Oh.
It looks hidden, but... Olgath, you say? Olgath is the name.
He is a Zulgath.
He is a Zulgath, sorry.
Yeah.
Hasn't revealed it.
Oh, it's really weird. Is it? I think it's got that. Can you now see anything on that map?
No.
That's really odd.
You can always save it for next time.
Yeah,
that's absolutely
fine.
fine.
I'll work out
save
why.
The whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work out why you can't see anything. Is he on? No, he's on token layer. I'm not too sure why. So is it a case of you literally can't see?
Black. I can just got a black square.
I think I might know why, because I got to a point where I was trying to get rid of dynamic lighting on everything because it annoys the heck out of me because it never works. I don't know if that's any better.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Cool, so you should now be able to hopefully see the tower.
Yes.
Cool. And that is where you are stood atop. You are at the top of the entire of the Erran Tower. Yeah, the Pterodon and Kavnakash stand in front of you. And we will pick that up again in 2 weeks' time. I might be a little bit merry because I'm taking the other half out for the first time for her birthday after the debacle that was last year. We're going for a meal outside because we can on the 12th. So I may have had a few cocktails, but I will... we'll see how it goes.
You have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I think it's well worth celebrating. So that is fantastic.
And
it's really going to be a great thing.
Cheers, guys, and happy level 5.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was a really good session as well. It's a shame on the power cut, but there's nothing you can do. I mean, sometimes
I'm glad it wasn't the end game fight.
Well, exactly, yeah, because we'd have had to play out not really knowing. Yeah, at least it was just some minions that we were dispatching.
Yeah.
Pretty much by that point, anyway, it was.
Yeah, at least you got the joy of what was an invisible stalker. He got to nearly die again. You know, his sort of sessionary requirement.
Can't believe how close to death again. And Zeke,
Takeo,
your one as well. Takeo was very close too.
Like if Andrus hadn't healed, Takeo probably wouldn't have survived because he wouldn't have been awake to run away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off. I'll see you guys in a few weeks.
See you
Take
in 2
care.
weeks on the 12th.
See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Suffering at the moment a little bit, so I'm quite impressed. My voice has made it all the way through that. So as we can see, fairly lethal again, but the group appears to be sort of making those better decisions in terms of how they handle things tactically, and sort of brought things to a resolution, and finally have hit level 5. So I look forward to next session where we see how they do against Kavnakash and his dinosaur helper, as they sort of have made it to the top of the Erran Tower, and we are sort of in the end game for book 1.